Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Rice Owls offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. You might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on at midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is intercepted. Smashes through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's got it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the catch and knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Collins. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Takes the handoff. It's Lee. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground off right tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Rice rushes to the line. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Touchdown Owls! The special teams with a special moment. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back goes in motion. The give out of the gun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. got his man on the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown Owls! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Potts. Discards a man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the ball's loose. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown Owls! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Catch in the middle, it's Collins. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Second down coming up.
He's back to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a first and goal. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Forced out of the pocket. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for space. It's Willihan. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The speed of these quarterbacks has just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We reach the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
It's good, and that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play...
Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. On the move, it's Lee. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Second down.
The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Quarterback on the keeper. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And now on first down after converting with the run. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The lone back's got it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain its first down rights.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.